Welcome back. Toni Saunders. This is my passion. Today, we're going to talk about effective progress. What is it? Who determines what it is? I'm going to tell you something. You do. If your child, let's say, can't read at grade level, and they're getting a program to learn how to read, the question is the program appropriate? You won't know unless you watch your child read. So that's why they have progress reports. And they always say, oh yeah, they're making great progress. But are they really? And again, it's you that determines that they do. Because what is effective? It means that they're doing great with what they're being taught. Not that they can read a couple of words, but how about that they can read sentences and paragraphs and understand them? Because that's a part of an IEP as well. It's understanding what you read, comprehension. And you can always find out whether or not your child is actually making progress. Don't read the progress reports, because sometimes, not always, but sometimes it's fiction. And I want you to know what fiction is and isn't when it comes to effective progress. So, let's just say that, as I was saying, your child has a reading program. Is it working? And you can tell by having your child read to you and then explain what they're reading. And if they give you, tears and anxiety and all that about reading, then I'm going to tell you they're not making progress. Because you want something to make your child feel like they're doing something. They're not going to be laughed at, for example, in the classroom if they're asked to read out loud. They're not going to have a behavior to get out of the class that they don't want to read in. And you can always tell if your child is having behaviors and running out of the classroom when they're asked to read. All you have to do is ask your child, what happened in the classroom? Did you not want to read because it's hard for you? And then you ask them, is the program that you're learning from working? Are you feeling confident every time you walk into your reading program? Do you feel like you're going to learn something? Children have no idea what they're supposed to learn. So you ask them, what did you learn today in reading class? And if they say, I don't know, say, well, I want you to jot down some notes for me, or take out your phone and record some notes for me, whatever is necessary to show that you really are making progress. And if you're not, this is what you say. If you're not, it's okay. There are plenty of programs out there that work for certain kids. And it depends on why they can't read. The reason, is it processing visual information? That uses a different program. Is it sounding out words? That uses a different program. Do you see what I mean? So you need to know why your child cannot read, number one. Number two, you have to keep them learning. And the way you do that is simply by calling a team meeting and saying, the reading program isn't working for my child. This particular one. Is there anything else you can suggest that they can go into a different classroom to learn how to read? And make sure that reading is not inside of the regular red classroom, but outside of it, in grid C on the IEP, not grid B. Because how is a person that cannot read going to learn how to read in a classroom with a whole bunch of kids? And the teacher up at the front teaching them something else. How are you going to learn is what you say in the team meeting. How is my child making progress with a reading program that is not working for him or her? Is that effective? Effective means that they can use it in the classroom, regular classroom. Use what they're learning. And it takes time. They can't just get a progress report that says, oh, they're doing great, when they just started the reading program. And that happens too. So what I want to say to you is this. Monitor your child's progress yourself. Take notes when they come home. If they don't understand something, ask them what it is. What did you learn today? What didn't you learn today? What did the teacher try to teach you that you didn't understand? Ask questions. They're going to go, oh, Ma. But guess what? That oh, Ma means that you have to dig harder. Because it explain to them what you're doing. Explain how important learning how to read is. And if they go, I've met people that have gone through high school, graduated, and couldn't read. I went to a breakout session at a conference, and this man got up and said, I struggled through school. Day one. And it wasn't until I got to college that I found out I was dyslexic. I used to have a child on my roster that had to lay down with his feet up on the couch, head hanging down, to be able to read. Everyone's different, but understand this. Even though they're different, they still have to learn how to read or do math or whatever it is that they don't know how to do. And if doing math is what they're not making progress in, learning math, you have to know the basics first, and then from that, you move up. Well, if they're not making progress with the basics, how are they asked to do something higher up? The question is that why my child is having a behavior? Is it? Well, if it is, correct the problem, not your son or your daughter. Correct the problem. And again, all you have to do is call a meeting and tell them what you've learned and what you know. And that's how you keep monitoring what your child can do. And there's also data that they're supposed to collect. And if they're not doing it, make them do it. It's important. It shows you that they know whether or not your child is making progress. Do you see how it works? Now you know that your child is learning how to read at a first grade level when they were in the third grade. So the next time you have a team meeting, or you call a team meeting, and understand you can call them anytime you want. You can have a meeting with them every day. Not that you would want to, but think about it. If you're not sure about something, call a meeting and get answers. Because where it says on the IEP, current performance level, they would write, right now they're reading at a 5th grade level, and they're in the 10th grade. So you ask, how are you going to bring my child up to 10th grade level? What program are you going to use? Because, sometimes they'll have your child just read. Like, that's going to help anything. They may memorize a short story, but what is that going to do? Because not every short story is going to be the one they memorize. It's frustrating for them. I know you can understand that. If they run out of the room, the classroom, there's always a reason. And that's it. If you need any more information, contact me at Toni@ToniSaunders.com. And subscribe. I want to keep doing this to teach you. And I will keep doing this to teach you. But I need you to support me in my mission, in my passion. Have a good day.